Today we are talking about Bize Bişey Olmaz, what it is about, who is in it, and why fans are already calling it one of the most anticipated Turkish romance dramas of the year. Bize Bişey Olmaz is an upcoming Disneyplus Turkish romantic drama produced by MF. What happens when the person who feels like home is also the person who can destroy you? That is the kind of love story Bize Bişey Olmaz is bringing to Disneyplus. This is not the sweet, soft, predictable romance where everything works out neatly in the end. No, this one is about two people who should probably stay away from each other, but cannot. Two people who are completely different, yet somehow pulled together by a force stronger than reason. And that is exactly why this series is already getting so much attention. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you love Turkish dramas filled with intense chemistry, emotional chaos and love stories that feel impossible to forget, this one is for you. Today we are talking about Bize Bişey Olmaz, what it is about, who is in it, and why fans are already calling it one of the most anticipated Turkish romance dramas of the year. Bize Bişey Olmaz is an upcoming Disneyplus Turkish romantic drama produced by MF Yapım. It is an 8-episode series written by Pinar Bulut and directed by Neslihan Yeşilyurt. The early coverage describes it as a love story with emotional tension, and it is even said to exist in the same universe as Dünyayla Benim Aramda. The title itself, Bize Bişey Olmaz, roughly suggests something like "nothing will happen to us" or "we'll be fine." And honestly, that title says a lot, because in stories like this, people usually say that right before everything starts falling apart. That last part is an interpretation, but it fits the tone of the series as described in early coverage. The series is scheduled to premiere on March 25, 2026 on Disneyplus. Meet the main characters. At the center of the story are Lal and Aktan, played by Merih Dana and Mert Ramazan Demir. In the official synopsis, they are described as two people who are as different as night and day. They meet, they fall in love, and even when the world seems to stand against them, they keep coming back to each other. And that is where the real drama begins. Because this is not the kind of relationship that survives by being simple. This is the kind of relationship that survives by being intense. Lal and Aktan are the type of couple who can look perfect from the outside, while quietly becoming a storm from the inside. That is why their story is already being described as both a fairy tale and a nightmare. The love story. The basic setup is deceptively simple. Two strangers meet. They feel a spark. They fall hard. And then love starts asking for a price. That is what makes Bize Bişey Olmaz so interesting. Because this does not seem like a story about will they fall in love. It is a story about what happens after they fall in love. What happens when attraction turns into attachment? What happens when passion becomes obsession? What happens when two people cannot let go, even when they know they should? That emotional push and pull is the engine of the entire series. And if the early descriptions are anything to go by, the show is aiming for a relationship drama that is messy, addictive, and deeply emotional. Why this series is getting attention? There are a few big reasons why people are talking about this show already. First, the cast is powerful. Mert Ramazan Demir and Merih Dana are both major names, and putting them together in a romantic drama instantly raises expectations. Second, the story has emotional weight. It is not just a romance for the sake of romance. The official premise points to a love that is beautiful, destructive, and impossible to escape. That kind of emotional conflict usually gives a drama its staying power. Third, the show is linked to the creative world of Dünyayla Benim Aramda, which makes fans even more curious. Whether it becomes a spiritual successor, a companion story, or something entirely fresh, that connection alone has helped build buzz. Now, based on what has been revealed so far, I would describe Bize Bişey Olmaz as a drama about emotional gravity. It feels like one of those stories where the characters keep trying to escape each other, but every argument only pulls them closer. And that is what viewers love about this type of Turkish series. Not because the love is easy. Not because the couple is healthy. But because the emotions are so strong that you cannot look away. This is the kind of show where one conversation can change everything. One look can shift the entire mood. One lie can break trust. And one heartbreak can echo through the whole series. That is the promise this drama seems to be making. Besides the main couple, the supporting cast also adds a lot of curiosity. The series includes Yusra Cayik, İdil Sivrit, Olgu Baran Kubilay, Serkan Bajwa, Derin Bashiksioglu, Yilmaz Bayraktar, Sukan and Ferhat Tanish. That is a very strong ensemble, and in a show like this the side characters matter a lot. Because in a romantic drama, the supporting cast is never just background. So even before the series premieres, there is already a lot to look forward to in terms of emotional dynamics and character tension. That is an inference based on the cast and premise, but it is a fair one. So why should people watch Bize Bişey Olmaz? Because it offers what Turkish drama fans love most. A powerful romance, high emotional stakes, good-looking leads with chemistry, and a relationship that may be beautiful but absolutely dangerous. This is the kind of series that makes you say, they should not be together, while secretly hoping they end up together anyway. And that contradiction is what makes love stories like this so addictive. So now I want to hear from you. Do you think Lal and Aktan are going to be a true soulmate couple? Or a complete emotional trauma? Because from everything we know so far, Bize Bişey Olmaz is not just another romance. It is a story about desire, pain, and the kind of love that refuses to die. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications for more Turkish drama updates, cast breakdowns and episode predictions. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.